What's that? Put aluminum foil on your router antenna?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Not to scare off the aliens, no, but yeah, I mean, even if you have like a decent connection and everything like that, you can have probably like 2, 3, 4 people on it, and like it's gonna work fairly well. I mean, what I would probably recommend is either if you're using Google Teams or using Zoom and everything like that, if you know you're gonna have multiple people using this for extended periods, go into your settings on each of those applications and say don't use the most high fidelity video and everything like that, and then you kind of like back off and you give everybody like a. It's better to have like 4 people have a pretty good video signal than trying to have like everybody run HD and like everybody's all lagging and jumping around. So,
Good points there, Jay.
yeah.
That's our resident techie guy, Jason Solis. 934. Hi, Lonnie. Leilani Navarro, now acting administrator for the Division of Environmental Health. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Chris. Good morning, Jason, and to everyone listening.
Good morning, Lonnie.
We wanted to bring you on because we understand that the enforcement for the executive orders and the whole vaccination verification went into effect yesterday, correct?
Correct. Well, actually, we sent out the press release. I think that was Sunday night, reminding the public that the enforcement of the governor's executive orders regarding vaccination requirements for covered establishments and for contact sports started yesterday. So our staff actually went out in full force yesterday with the assistance of the Guam Police Department, and we were able to visit 33 establishments. These establishments were actually visited based on complaints that we received from the public. So we received complaints of some establishments not following the vaccination requirements. So our staff went out. 9 of the 33 establishments were closed. So some of the complaints.
I'm sorry. Can we just go? They were closed by you guys, or they were just closed?
No. Oh, I'm sorry. They were not in operation when we visited. And then for the complaints that we received about the facilities not following the vaccination requirement, there are actually not covered establishments. So these are the auto shops, the therapeutic massage that actually does not fall under the covered establishment listing under the guidance memo. And then some have, like the restaurants, have opted just to do takeouts for now, which exempts them from the vaccination requirements.
So you had eager members of the public who wanted to help, right, in enforcing this EO, but it turned out they were actually misinformed or maybe a little misguided?
Maybe, yes. Maybe, or that during the time that they sent the complaint, the establishment was still doing dine-in. We don't know. But during the time of inspection, they were just doing takeouts.
Right. So that was 9 of the 33 were closed. So
we're not in operation.
We're not in operation. So did you issue any tickets at all yesterday?
Well, I'm glad to say that everyone that we visited were compliant. So they were following all the requirements based on DPHSS Guidance Memo 2021-21. So no citations were issued yesterday. But our officers will still be going out every day. Even we have inspectors on duty even Saturdays and Sundays. So we'll be checking any populated places, bars, restaurants where mask use is compromised, and we will be making sure that they are following the guidance and helping to keep our community safe and limiting the spread of COVID.
Let me just. Can you walk us through what happens when the public health enforcement team shows up to a covered establishment?
So usually there's usually two inspectors that go at in a team, and they introduce themselves, show their badges, and tell them, hey, we're from public health. If there was a complaint that we received, we let the operator know that we were there for based on the complaint, and this is what the complaint said. And then the inspectors would go through a list of the inspection report. They would go through a checklist and see um, if the requirements based on the guidance memo are met. So this would be um, if the establishments are requiring all individuals who are 12 years and 1 month of age and older to show proof of vaccination. If the establishments have signage to inform their customers and their employees of the vaccination requirement, I mean. And then if they adhere to the congregation social gathering limitations, also if it's a restaurant, if they separate each group or table by a minimum of 6 feet physical distance. And the operators should not allow for intermingling of individuals between different groups or tables. And of course, the important thing is they enforce and require the use of face masks and contact gloves for those establishments that do dine in.
Lonnie,
So
are
that's
they are they water blasting your office right now?
I'm sorry, I'm using like a common area right now because I'll be going to another meeting later on. Because
Yeah.
I think they're doing.
So they're water blasting?
Is it too loud?
No, not loud at all. I can hear you just fine. We were just taking bets over here. What was going on? Lonnie, so everybody is following these protocols? Do you think that's wow? Are more people are more of these like covered establishments? Are they requiring the proof, or are we seeing more of the self attestations being signed?
It's a mixture of both. Um, for those that some are actually stricter than our guidance memo, which of course just lists the minimum requirements. Some actually doesn't want to adopt the self-attestation form. They want to see the vaccination card against a photo ID. So it's up to them. It's up to the establishment. Again, we're just requiring the minimum, which is either a self-attestation, vaccination card, or other proof of vaccination.
Okay. Anything else in closing, you guys going around this week?
Oh, yes, definitely. So I just wanted to say to the people listening, if you have any complaints or you see any violation of the governor's executive orders or the DPHSS guidance memo, please give us a call at 300-9579. Again, that's 300-9579, and we have the email address dphss-deh@dphss.gov. So our staff will be going out every day, again, even Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays, to make sure that everyone is doing their part in helping in limiting the spread of COVID.
Right. Lonnie, I want to say that I don't think you guys have enough staff, right? I mean, because we're talking about the covered establishments. What about the gathering requirements, which the limit is 25 vax only outdoor, 10 vax only indoor?
Indoors, yeah, right. Well, as before, our staff, our division is known to be understaffed, but we try to prioritize our activities based on the risk to the public. So if we receive a complaint that people are congregating in this area, so we go there and we just make sure that uh, which where people are there may be more people that are immunocompromised, those that are elderly or younger kids or who are pregnant. Those are the ones that we address right away, and then we just do as much as we can, Chris.
Right. And so, when you mentioned you get calls from the public, what number do we call to snitch our neighbors out? Not literal neighbors. Just no, I'm serious, because this is what it's going to take. If you guys are short-staffed, right, then we got to be your eyes and ears out here.
Yes, that's why we've been trying to tell the people, if you see any violations, please call 300-9579. Again, that's 300-9579.
Does that spell
Thank
something?
you.
9579. What does that spell? 9579. Well, it doesn't spell anything. Okay. We'll figure it out, okay,
No, it
Lonnie?
doesn't. You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you, Lonnie.
Thanks for having me, Chris and Jason.
Are you guys heading
Thanks,
out to do the nighttime inspections anytime soon?
We've actually been doing it every night,
Wow.
Chris. Yes. So we usually go to, the bars or the hotels or any restaurant that we know has an event or that's popular.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Lonnie.
Okay, you're
Go ahead and tell them to
Yeah,
finish water blasting.
I think they're done.
Okay. Oh, they're done now. They're done. Now you're done. Okay. Okay. Got it. Thank you, Lonnie. There you go. Leilani Navarro. She's the acting administrator for the Division of Environmental Health